welcome to another yoga studio. I'm Kat, for those of you who haven't tried our videos before, and it's great to have everybody on the mat with me again today. So we are going to go through a Pilates sequence today that's all about getting us mobile and looking at our strength. So when you're ready, we're going to come straight round onto your hands and knees. So we've got knees underneath the hips, hands under the shoulders. And we're going to start with our cat stretch. So tuning into the breath as we start to move with the spine. So as you breathe out, round up through the back. As you breathe in, arch the spine the other way. So we're going to breathe out, round up. Breathe in, arch the spine back. So nice big long breaths in, filling the chest. And then as you keep on bringing in more, keep moving through the spine, see if you can bring more movement in through the vertebrae. And then we're going to breathe out, squeeze the belly into the spine, the belly button into the spine as we round up. So breathe out, squeeze the belly in, round. We're going to do that one more time. So breathe out, squeeze the belly in, round. And then arch. And then just sit back for a minute, shake the wrists out, draw some little circles with the wrists. Okay, good. And then we're going to come back round onto your hands and knees. So we're going to go into our extended tabletop or kneeling swimming. So working with the opposite arm and leg if we can, otherwise just stick to working with the legs. So I'm going to breathe out, squeeze the belly button in towards the spine, tuck the tailbone under, tuck the right toes under, slide the right foot away, and then if it feels okay, take that left arm up. So breathe out, bring the elbow and the knee in together underneath you. Breathe in, stretch out. So we're going to breathe out, elbow to knee. Breathe in, stretch. Take a little round through the back as the elbow and the knee meet. So I'm going to go for two more. And then take the hand down, but see if you can keep that leg lifted. Bend the right knee and then draw circles one way with the knee. So we're trying to keep the hips level, working into those glute muscles. So two more this way. And then start to circle back the other way. So breathe out, circle. Breathe in, circle. One more circle. And then take the right knee down, swapping sides. So we're going to tuck the left toes under, slide the foot away, reach the right fingers away if you're using the arm as well. Lift, and then breathe out, elbow to knee. Breathe in, stretch. So take that little round through the back, little cat stretch. As the elbow and knee come together, squeeze the belly in. Last one. And then take that the hand down, bend the left knee. We're going to start our circle. So breathe out, circling, breathe in, circling. So try to see if you can keep the rest of the body still, so the hips stay level. And then draw those circles back the other way. One more. And then take the knee down. And we're going to come all the way down towards the floor. So we're going to come into our swan dive. So the arms are out at the side. You can be a bit more of an L shape instead of a V shape if you prefer. When you're ready, we're going to breathe in, take the chest up. So we've got the hands there for support. Breathe out, roll back down. This time, take the hands up off the floor, breathe in, lift. Breathe out, lower. Let's keep the elbows squeezed back. Roll up through the chest, hands on the floor. Breathe out, roll back down. Then take the hands up, breathe in, lift. Breathe out, lower. So we're alternating our swan dive for the movement in the back with the swan dive for strength. See if you can keep those elbows pointing backwards, whether you're in your V shape or your L shape with the arms. So we're just doing as many as you feel you can manage. Stop when you need to. So we're going to go for one more with the hands down. And then one more with the hands lifted. And then release it. Take a moment coming back to your child's pose. Okay, good. When you're ready, bring yourself then round onto your back. Okay, so we're going to bring the feet flat on the floor. So you just take a moment just to notice where the spine is, making sure that you've not got the big arch in the back. You're not trying to massively round in towards the floor at the moment. And then relax the shoulders, make the neck nice and long. So we're going to go into our one leg circle. So remember, you've got the option of doing this with bent knees or with straight legs. And that could be both knees bent, both legs straight. You could keep the left knee bent, take the right leg straight up towards the ceiling. So whichever variation, mixture of leg position suits. Just remember, again, we're coming back to keeping the pelvis steady. So if you're straightening the left leg away, straighten the left leg away. Just take the right toes up to the ceiling. Otherwise, we're just going to bring the right toes up off the floor with the right knee bent. And then when you're ready, breathe out. Circle one way. Breathe in. Circle the other. And then we're just making those circles as big as we can. without letting those hips roll up off the floor. So use your hands as a guide if it helps. Keep the belly drawn in so we've got the core engaged, that belly button squeezing in towards the floor. Make those circles a little bit bigger without rolling. See if you can make them a little bit bigger. So all of that movement's coming from the hip joint. So we're going to go one more in each direction. Okay. Find the back of the thigh then now. So if you've been doing your circles with bent knees, we want to straighten that right leg as best we can then now. And if you need to, you can always bend the left knee if you need to, if you've had the left leg straight. When you're ready, we're going to breathe out. Gently start to pull the leg in towards you if you can. And then you can just take the hands up wherever feels good to hold on to. Next bit, breathe out, squeeze the belly in towards the floor, roll the chin to the chest, see if you can take your head and chest up from the mat. If you need one hand to support the head, you can, but keep squeezing the belly down. And for this one, we're going to be pushing the back, the lower back in towards the floor because we're rounding up through the upper back. And we need to just want to protect the back and push it down. Think about keeping that neutral line. Good, okay. Walk yourself back down and we're going to come into our scissors. So again, option to do this with bent knees or straight legs. As you breathe out, swap the legs over. Breathe in, swap them back. So we're going to breathe out, swap. Breathe in, swap. So you can do this with the bent knees where you're just tapping your heels down. If you want to work with straight legs but you don't want to come all the way to the floor, we can work with straight legs but not come all the way down. So breathe out one way, breathe in, swap. Breathe out, swap. Breathe in, swap. Just keep the belly drawn in, squeezing the belly button down in towards the spine. Keep it going if you can, and you can stop whenever you need to. So I'm going to go one more with each leg. And then hold the back of the left leg. So we should have the left leg on top. We're going to come into that little stretch while we use the core to keep the chest lifted. So bring the left leg in a little bit closer if you can. Maybe you can hold on wherever feels comfortable. Breathe out, roll the chin to the chest, squeeze the belly down in towards the spine. So we're pushing the lower back in towards the floor. We want to push the front of the bottom of the rib cage down into the mat. So we're using those abdominal muscles to keep the head up. Again, hand behind the head if you need it. Good. Slowly bring yourself back down towards the floor. Keep the left leg lifted and we're going to go into our circles. So breathe out, circle one way. Breathe in, circle the other. You have to move a little bit, hitting the wall. So breathe out, circle one way. Breathe in, circle the other. again, think about using the core to help keep you steady through the pelvis. Hands are just noticing, or guide, making sure that the pelvis isn't rocking if you want. Just go for one more circle in each direction. Make them as big as you can without rolling anywhere. Good. And then take the left leg down. Just give yourself a little stretch out from fingers to toes. And then we're going to release the hands down, back down by your side. Bring the heels up. So you want them nice and close towards the hips, because we're going to come into our shoulder bridge now. So we've got the knees over the ankles, just checking in with that neutral spine position. Draw up on the pelvic floor, so you've got that sensation of stopping yourself from using the loo, and then when you're ready, breathe out, turn the tailbone up, peel up through the spine, breathe in when you get to the top, squeeze those hips up, 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 and then breathe out, roll back down, see if you can get each vertebrae to come back down towards the floor. Breath in at the bottom and then breathe out, roll up. Roll back down. So if you want to work that a little bit harder, we're going to take the right leg up off the floor. Don't compromise the movement in the spine though by having the right leg lifted. Breathe out, peel yourself up off the floor. And then breathe out, roll back down through the spine. So if you find that then you're kind of not getting much movement and you're just sort of like pushing the hips up, take the right foot down on the floor. Focus on getting the movement through the vertebrae. So keep squeezing the pelvic floor in, using your glute muscles. So we're going to squeeze the glutes in at the top and then breathe out, roll back down. So we're going to be working harder on that left side now, because obviously the right leg is lifted. One more. And then take right leg down, swap sides if you've been working with the leg lifted. Breathe out, roll up. Breathe out, roll down. So remember, just do as many as you feel you can manage. Got two here with the left leg lifted. So last one. Good, take that left knee down. Hug your knees up towards the chest. And then we're going to go for some rock and rolls. So if you can't rock and roll today, just bring yourself up to sitting and come into your sort of seated cat stretch, seated rounding, C-shaping. Otherwise, we're going to rock and roll forwards and backwards. So when you're ready, breathe out, squeeze the belly in, roll yourself up, hover those feet, breathe in, roll back. So we're going to breathe out, roll up, hover the feet, breathe in, take it back. So if you're finding the rolling's just a little bit too much today, sitting tall, holding the backs of the thighs, and you do the same thing. Breathe in, make your C shape. Breathe out, roll back up. See if you can maybe then hover. Breathe out, feet down, and then C shape, and then lengthen. Breathe out, hover. Breathe in, feet down, and then, breathe in, feet lift. Breathe out, lower. Otherwise, keep on breathing in, rolling back. Breathing out, roll it back up. See if you can keep those feet up. We're going to do two more breaths. So if you're on your seated C shape, it's going to be one curl and one lift of the legs. And then lower the feet back down. Okay, take the legs towards the floor. we're going to come into a roll up with a twist. So the feet are about hip width apart, mat width apart. Sit tall, relax your shoulders. When you're ready, breathe out, squeeze the belly in, roll all the way down towards the floor. Breathe in, circle the arms back behind you. And then breathe out, round all the way up. We're going to breathe in, open out to one side, so twist. Breathe out, reach towards the toes. Breathe in, back to the center. So breathe out, round back. So remember, if you're not coming all the way down towards the floor, you come part way, hold. Breathe out, roll yourself up. Breathe in, open and twist the other way. Breathe out, reach towards the toes. Breathe in, come back into the center. So if you can't roll up from the floor, you're only coming part way down. Otherwise, we're all the way to the mat. Breathing in as we circle the arms round. Breathe out, roll yourself up. Breathe in and twist. Breathe out, reach. Breathe in back to the middle and then breathe out, take it down towards the floor. So get plenty of movement through the spine. Nice little circle through the shoulders as you hold it, if you can. Big twist, opening through the arms and then reaching towards the toes. So it's a bit like a mini saw mixed in with our roll up. Remember, as ever, just do what you can. Stopping when you need to. Even if you just stop, have a little break, maybe shake something out, and then carry on. So we're going to have one more to either side. To breathe out, take it down to the floor. And then bring yourself up to sitting. Take a little bend in the knees. Take the hands back behind you and just give your knees a little roll from side to side. Okay, good. So we're going to finish with our spine stretch. So legs out in front. Remember, if you want to take a little bend in the knees for this one, you can. We're going to sit up tall. So let the arms just rest on the thighs. And then when you're ready, we're going to breathe out. Take the chin down, round through the spine. So remember, nose is coming to the navel, round through the back. Maybe the hands just slide a little way down the legs. And then when you're ready, breathe in. Sit yourself up, stacking all the way back up to the crown of the head. So breathe out, chin in, round down, through the spine. And sit up nice and tall. So we're going to do 3 more. From 2. And then last one. So sitting all the way up, take a little bend in the knees, just hugging under the thighs or around the shins. Just drop the chin towards the chest. And then when you're ready, sit yourself up. Just give your shoulders a little roll around. And then drop your shoulders down your spine. Fab, well done. Well, I hope you liked that. If you did, give it a thumbs up, leave a comment, or if you've got any questions, let me know. And please do subscribe to the channel so that you can keep up to date and be notified on all our new videos that are coming out. All right, take care then now. Bye.